Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into tariffs and their impact on the global economy, especially between the USA and China. So what exactly are tariffs? Simply put, they're taxes on imported goods. They raise government revenue, protect industries, and sometimes gain political leverage. There are two main types: specific tariffs, a fixed fee per unit, and ad valorem tariffs, a percentage of the goods value. Tariffs make imports more expensive, making local products more appealing but raising prices for consumers and businesses. Now let's take a quick trip through history. Tariffs have funded governments for centuries, long before income taxes. After World War II, many countries reduced tariffs through agreements like GATT and the WTO. However, protectionist measures didn't disappear. They resurface during economic crises or when industries feel threatened, leading to trade wars. Fast forward to the Trump era. In 2018, President Trump imposed hefty tariffs on Chinese imports, steel, and aluminum. The goal was to protect U.S. industries, cut trade deficits, and address unfair trade practices by China. These tariffs started at 10% and later jumped to 25%. China hit back with its own tariffs, targeting key U.S. exports like agriculture and manufacturing. President Biden kept most of Trump's tariffs and added new ones on sectors like medical equipment and electric vehicles. So what's the economic impact? Tariffs raise import prices, reduce consumer surplus, but boost government revenue and domestic production. However, the overall net welfare usually takes a hit due to reduced trade efficiency. Tariffs have real human costs. Consumers face higher prices, hitting lower-income households the hardest. Small businesses reliant on imports struggle with higher costs. Developing countries also suffer as tariffs limit their access to global markets and advanced technologies. Tariffs disrupt global trade flows and supply chains. Companies often relocate production to dodge tariffs, leading to inefficiencies and higher costs. Trade wars escalate into tit-for-tat measures, causing uncertainty and slowing down global economic growth. Let's look at a couple of case studies. The 2002 U.S. steel tariffs protected steelmakers but raised prices for industries relying on steel, resulting in job losses. The 2009 tire tariffs aimed to help U.S. tire makers but ended up increasing consumer prices with limited job gains. Tariffs can also be strategic tools. The Trump administration used them to pressure China on issues like intellectual property. The U.S. can even impose tariffs for national security reasons, bypassing Congress. The U.S.-China tariff war saw an escalation of tariffs from 2018 to 2019, and they remain high today. While some U.S. industries benefited, many others suffered from higher costs and disrupted supply chains. The long-term view suggests tariffs ultimately reduce economic growth, increase costs, and lessen competition. Who wins and who loses in a tariff war? Domestic producers and governments gain, but consumers, foreign exporters, and industries that rely on imports lose out. In the grand debate of protectionism versus free trade, tariffs can protect jobs and industries and address unfair trade practices, but they also lead to higher consumer prices, reduced efficiency, and retaliatory trade wars. Despite their drawbacks, tariffs remain a popular political tool, especially during uncertain economic times. The future of global trade will be shaped by the balance between free trade and protectionism, with ongoing U.S.-China tensions keeping tariffs a hot topic. In conclusion, tariffs are powerful yet controversial. While they can protect certain industries, they often lead to higher prices, reduced consumer welfare, and slower economic growth. The U.S.-China trade war highlights these complexities. The benefits of free trade generally outweigh the short-term gains of protectionism in our interconnected world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into global economics. See you next time.